too.
You forgot you have your Catalina wine mixer hat though. It's a great hat.
Yeah, great hat.
Great hat. Great
It's a fucking Catalina wine mixer.
The fucking Catalina, man.
Catalina wine mixer, boys.
We should have had the Mexican sombrero for this week, though.
Yeah, the Mexico Open.
Good Mexican vibes. Mexican vibes.
Drink tequila.
There's always the Cinco de Mayo.
Man, Cinco de Mayo.
We can save it for that.
Tacos at the turn, man. Tacos at the turn.
Wait 1 second.
Or any Tuesday. This dude's got one.
Welcome to Good Lies Golf. We're going to start it off here with a little Mexican corn whiskey to shake it up.
Now you're talking.
All right. Well,
that's what I'm talking
Bring the
about.
bottle. Wait, hang on. Listen.
Ooh. Talk dirty to me.
If you don't smile while drinking it, you have to take another shot of it.
Man, that's crazy. I'm on a 19
rules, man.
99, 2001 Shardy.
We got a little ancestral corn distilled in Mexico right there, baby. Beautiful.
Oh man, I got the 5-day-old lemon mash.
Can't go wrong.
Straight from Chick-fil-A.
Here's
got the gallon.
And cheers to that, Brendan. Cheers to his Chick-fil-A that he's always got. He should be sponsored. And welcome to the Good Lives Golf Podcast. We're here.
We're really in Mexico, but we're really just at our house. But we're in Mexico. The vibes are high.
The vibes are Mexican in here. We're vibing.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
I feel like I've been in Mexico all day. Freaking Montezuma's revenge, man.
Yeah, so Brendan had food poisoning all day. Brendan, tell us about that. That sounds fun.
Oh, I'll tell you all about it. It got to a point where
sounds like a great time.
I'm not even kidding. I legitimately looked down at one point and questioned, am I going pee? Because I don't feel it coming out the front. And that was basically my whole day. Was
influenza, man. You and Tiger, those In-N-Out burgers.
Yeah. Wait, which
I didn't
did you and Tiger go to the same place?
I wish, man.
Oh man,
that would have been an honor and a privilege, my man.
Pass that sickness on to me.
Imagine getting the same strain and being able to prove that back, and then getting it in a frame from 23andMe.
And then you sell it on eBay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tiger gave me COVID.
Tiger's flu strain.
The things they're gonna have in the future. We're excited. It's gonna be a good time. Future's good, guys. Future's a good time.
But man, let's talk
Mexico
about this
Open.
week. Mexico.
Yeah. Well, wait. Before we break into Mexico, little recap from last week.
Boy.
Just to say,
somebody's got a little bragging to do. Got a little bragging to do.
Shout out to the guy Hideki, first of all. Just shout out to him having his little comeback. He deserves
Sunday.
it.
What a Sunday, man.
Who saw the photo of the caddy smoking the vape just watching the course?
Dude, he's a legend, man.
What a legend.
Oh boy.
Name a better duo
probably
right
forgot. Now. Yeah. My bad. You're right.
No, name a better duo. Name a better duo in golf right now. Caddy golfer. They're entertaining. They're great. Love it.
They're awesome, man. They just have respect for the game.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'll be honest, I don't even think he realized they were playing a tournament that day. He just came out after the round and was like, dude, I
guess so.
I just need to rip something, and sat down. He's like, oh, where are all these people?
Yeah, he just seemed like he was chilling, and like you said though, that's these guys have been putting on a little show for ever since the bow at the Masters. Everybody's been in tune with those guys and whatever they're gonna do. And he needed this big comeback win to really kind of cement himself this year, because people were on the fence last year. They were like, is he going to be the player he was when he won? And what's he going to turn into this year? There were a lot of questions about his injury stuff and his health, but now he's came back, big victory, big win. Shout out to him. And what a way to do it. The field was tight. Luke Liss made a run. Cantlay made a run. There was mad guys making run at the end.
I thought Cantlay was going to run him down. I texted you that. I was like, man. I thought he was going to run him down, man.
He ran out of steam, man.
But even Zalatoris, what you called, man. But I couldn't believe that, man. And I was so against him. And I didn't even want to say anything. I was like, oh, my God, he was right. Oh, my God. And I faded him on everything. Oh my God!
Hey man, anything to say there?
Little apologies.
Anything to say there?
Luke List top 5
Yeah, that was crazy.
Okay, but still, you're not throwing any respect
Back to
Zallie's way, dude.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, I
You
thought you
jumped
meant
off his bandwagon.
Oh yeah.
Or no, you created the bandwagon.
whatever, man. Did he win? Did
And
he
then
win?
jumped.
Oh no,
Dude,
but he told
major
me
win.
surgery, man.
he showed me he's back, man. He showed me, that like I was like, man, when is this guy gonna get back to his normal self? The back problems, this and that, and I was like, whoa, I was like, whoa, boy was heating up. First
Hey.
2 days, he wasn't playing around. No games, man. No
I
jokes.
mean,
All around.
like I said, he had been trending. His play is getting better. He's playing way better than I expected this early on after that injury. But hats off to him. I mean, he's playing really well right now, and I would not be afraid to even and call him a contender for the Masters,
Yeah.
because he loves that course, man. He loves
Yeah,
that
I
course.
was all for him when he was doing well. Then when I started seeing him fade, I was like, let me just jump off this shit before I end up losing all my money because he just started declining fast, So I kind of just said, you know what, I'll just leave him out. And I was like, man, to see him light it back up like that, I was wow.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's you got your moment, and now we'll see how he carries on with it. I
Exactly.
think
Now it's the next one. He does it
is
again.
this year a
Then
crystal ball?
For sure.
Like, is this year been a crystal ball? Like, are we seeing the guys play out this year? Like, is this going to be their year? Or are they going to turn it around? Who knows? We'll see.
yeah,
We got a
a
long
lot
year
of
ahead.
competition, man. A lot of competition.
Bringing
And
us
like you
into
say
this
again,
week.
a lot of these live guys not being here for these tournaments where like a lot of them won last year or Kepka was in it, years in the past, Rom, it
Rom.
opens it up for all these guys. Even Finau again, I'm like, well, there's no Rom here. I'm like, this is probably going to be Tony's time, but it's like, you look at it like, I got to look like who was there last year? Who was there 2 years ago? Who's there 3 years ago? Now with all these people transferring over, it's like,
Well, and the deals they're
not the
making
same field.
too. Course
Yeah,
history
yeah.
is big because like you have a lot of these sponsorship deals, and then they'll stick with one course for a while to build a relationship, build a brand, build
Yep.
kind of this identity. I'm sure the PGA in their mind, they would love to have a waste management type atmosphere everywhere, not everywhere in terms of like frat boy atmosphere. I'm talking about how big that is and how like
Yeah.
great it get, like Ryder Cup
How many
atmosphere.
eyes are watching? You don't have to be there. Just
Yeah,
use
like
too. Yeah.
well, yeah, and just straight up like stadium style with stands and things. Like I think the PGA wants to get there, and I think the only way they're going to get there is with stuff like that. But
Yeah.
so I think that's the way you kind of integrate it. But over time, but I also think golfers, like we saw at Waste Management, I think just didn't do as well because they weren't used to the crowd, they weren't used to the noise. Like I think that's
Yeah.
why Brendan's boy dropped off. I think for Waste Management, Hasatoon. I think he was. Sorry, I just butchered his name.
Name again, yeah.
So sorry, brother. Oh,
He's back in
woo.
there again this
It's
week
tough,
too.
man.
Yeah,
It's
he's back
tough.
again this week.
But you know what I'm saying? Like I think it's stuff like that that get people excited about the PGA. So we're gonna see that forming. But with this week, it's a lot like to Petty's point, there's these guys that are taken out now. So you don't have this was never like a big name tournament, but there was always a few.
It's never been a big one.
But there's always a few like guys they threw in here to make it fun and interesting. And
Man, a
they're
lot of
not there.
Mexicans too. Going to Mexico, I started looking down, and I go by nationality flags a lot when I'm looking at these people too, where they're from.
There's a lot of Mexican golfers that'll do well. Yeah,
there's a lot of Mexican golfers playing this event too. So I'm like, hey, it being in Mexico, I'm like, I'll sprinkle $2-3 on each one of these guys, give them a shot.
Yeah.
Some of these
100%.
guys are long shots, but it's like, hey,
they
man,
play that course all the time. They might play all the time
Right.
or play whatever.
Right.
It's all about the course history.
Yeah.
And
It means a lot to them too. I
Yeah.
mean, this has kind of become like their national kind of
Yeah.
tournament. You know what I mean?
It absolutely has. I would say
Scotty,
for sure.
Tiger, any of them want to come in our backyard to Sag Harbor? Listen,
Hey,
I'm not going to take it easy on them. All right, I'll let you know that right now.
Nothing
know
more
that place.
American.
I know exactly where there's rocks that you don't know about. I know tips of the tricks. You played it so many times.
Tiger Woods versus Anthony Petty at Sag Harbor Golf Club. I'm taking Anthony Petty 10
all day. My legs are doing way better than Tiger's.
Run it.
Man. I guess it just depends on like how charged his battery is that day.
Man.
Really? Well,
it's not that big of a place either. 9 holes. He might get me there. He can walk that.
This past weekend was a trip. This past weekend was a trip with all that. I mean, shout out to Tiger. I hope he gets better. I think it was just a boo-boo in the tummy ache.
Man, I think he was just going out there to drop the merch, man. He made all the money at the table selling his gear.
I mean,
he wasn't worried about
because he could just do a John Daly and just sit in the parking lot and make $1 billion just sitting there for an hour.
He already does that, man.
Yeah. But I think this past
yeah.
weekend was fun just to watch all that happen, and golf was wild this weekend. It was a fun weekend.
Wild.
I thought it was a good tournament, man. I mean, it's definitely unfortunate. Like we all were so hyped to have Tiger back, and then oh no, you get the poo poos and the doo doos, and then he doesn't play anymore. So that's a bummer for sure. But I think you got to just take a step back because for a moment there, I think everyone was shitting their pants, thinking,
Yeah,
"Fuck!" Is
there
like,
you.
did he just like?
He's couple birdies
Did he
early.
get
Watch out.
well that, but like I don't know about you. When that shit
Well, people
happened,
got scared.
I was like,
Oh.
fuck, like
Well,
is
there was
his
some media
back
outlets
hurt?
posting like ambulance things and like stuff
Oh,
that
yeah.
wasn't true. Like they were just like connecting photos with like stories, and that's when like news was coming along, and then there was red flags and.
But even before that, like you hear, he mentioned back spasms on the 18th, the first round, and then all of a sudden you see him, few holes into the second round and he's back on a cart. You're like, fuck, like did something actually happen with his back? Because then it's oh well, we'll see you on the Champions Tour in 5 years, Like,
yeah, that's tough, man. Yeah.
Yeah, but
I didn't know what to say when you saw that. It reminded me. It was like they're like when you lose all your money at the casino. You know that feeling driving in that cart, head down. Just that's gotta suck, man.
you know who didn't lose all their money at the casino this weekend?
This guy, two things. This guy,
this guy
had a little luck on your side. The Irish,
luck of the Irish this weekend. We had a bachelor party. We had 16 of us. Rent a bus. We went up or a van, a giant van. Literally looked like the Bang Bus van. No offense to anybody out there, but yeah, it was ridiculous. It looked like it had
blacklight that thing before you got in it.
Yeah, honestly, I think it was the same one.
I
think it was the same one.
1-800 Bang Bus.
The sticky
that's what you're gonna get.
The back seat was literally sticky when we went in there. So I don't know what happened in that bus prior to us renting.
Well, that's premium value then.
Yeah,
you got what you paid for.
So there was 16 of us, and we rented it. Islanders and Rangers fans, and once a year, the Islanders Rangers have a game at MetLife Stadium, and they do the stadium seats.
Outside.
They have it outside, outdoor, on the ice, and they like transport the whole ice rink.
Couldn't get any whiter.
Jets, yeah.
America, so cold.
America, Creed, and Budweiser.
I'm telling you, Budweiser.
Yeah.
So no, it'd be much more American if we were playing the game and frozen tarps in the back of pickup trucks.
Yeah. No, that would be more American.
It had to be cold though, right?
Oh, so the wind was 25 miles an hour all day, and it was like 30 degrees. So yeah, it was freezing all day. We were all wearing Carhartts and hand warmers and all the good stuff.
I imagine
we were drinking and having fun. We had the grill set up, tailgating, cornhole, all the good shit. And we put in a homie bet, a family bet before the game kicked off for the Bachelor
squad ride, if you will, squad ride,
and we put 100 on it, and we won 8700, and it was just
there you go, man. That's sick. Good vibes right there.
Oh, it paid for the whole trip. It paid for all of everybody's ticket, the van. It paid for all the friggin' food, the drinks, the bottle at the club, and all the
good stuff.
And that's how the van gets
gold
sticky,
chains, gold chains, and gold chains.
The guy told me we bought
gold chains and
picked it up. Sticky.
That's a good time though, man.
We went and got customized grills, all of us as a unit.
Made the whole thing worth it. Made the whole trip worth it. One little W to start out, man.
Yeah, so it was a big dub.
That's like putting 100 on black as soon as you get there and then you hit the first one. Okay, here we go.
All the boys put 100 on it. You hit black, boom, done.
Good to go. Yeah, let's start the night out.
Yeah, so it was a great time.
Sherm's out here Paul Wallen.
Still tipping.
Great time, man. So it was a great weekend with the guys. So that was fun. Shout out to the boys. Shout out to my buddy Neil. It was a good time.
And some hockey too, man. That's great. You got to watch a game. And
Islanders went into overtime. Islanders went up. They were up 5-3. They were about to win, and then Rangers came back. Boom, boom, tied it up, and then went into overtime. Within 5 seconds of overtime, Rangers scored.
It's a lot of goals too, man. 11 goals.
So what was crazy is that we all looked at each other, and he had asked me. My buddy had asked me, hey, how's our bet doing? And I was like, actually, I think our bet's doing pretty good. And I checked the app and we calculated it, and we're like, holy shit, all we need is the Rangers to win. And this was like in the intermission from regular period to overtime. So we were like, holy shit, all we need in this line is for the Rangers to win, and we will win $8,700. So I basically took off my Islanders jersey from the inside out, and I was like, no, like not gonna be a fan right now. And the Rangers, within 3 seconds of overtime, scored and won, and we just went ape shit.
That was like your rally cap. That was you putting your rally cap on.
We
Take
all
this out.
went absolutely bananas, and people around us were looking at us like we were psychotic because we were all just jumping
crazy.
up, going ape shit. So
that's got to be a great feeling, man.
Great weekend. Great weekend, boys.
Yeah, cheers to Neil, man.
Cheers to Neil.
Cheers.
Yeah, you know Neely. Cheers.
Do I?
Yeah, Neil Powell, man.
Oh,
Plymouth.
Yeah.
NP. All right, NP. Yeah. Neil.
Live free or die, brother. Live free or die.
So we decided to live free.
So, yeah, brother, live free or die. And that was a great weekend.
That was a good one.
But, yeah, so great job there. And
you're trying to segue that into this week, into Mexico.
So, yeah, we're
going
to Mexico.
Ball rolling.
We're going to Mexico.
Let's do it.
Well, we're taking a vacation to Mexico because we want a bunch of money. So
yeah, you can't lose. It seems like you might be a good luck charm right now, the way you're calling out bets and these.
So hey, everybody, listen up this week because I got some information for you. Okay, we're talking about the Mexico Open at Vidanta Vallarta. So you better
5-star too. It's a 5-star place. Beautiful place.
Brendan, Jesus, it's 2024.
No, it's because of the lemon mash. It was in the back of my throat. I was just trying to
when
get
it hits your lips, it's so cold. When it's so cold,
it just. See, I can't control it.
Oh, it's like a tick, a Tourette's thing. Yeah, I can say that because I have Tourette's.
Bro, come on, man.
I have it. So, Mexico Open.
Never mind.
Mexico Open. We got the Norman course at Vidanta Vallarta, and we got it par 71. We got it 7,456 yards. So pretty big course. Not gonna lie. Defending champion, our boy Tony Tuna. Come on, big Tony Tuna, Tony Finau. Yeah. He set the record last year with a 260. So he didn't just win; he dominated.
I
think he placed like top 5 2 years before that as well.
Yeah, he plays well.
Yeah, he's got a good course history here.
You know what? You know what I like about Tony? He embraces the vacation. You know, like when he goes on trips to play golf, he posts the videos with the fam. He's having a good time. He embraces family time and like the vacation, and that's what helps him play better golf. It helps him play golf. Like he gets in that like calm mindset, and he's in that moment with his family, and he just starts fucking playing well. Like just starts.
And it's a 5-star resort. The more they have to offer for the kids and everything, they're probably happier. He's happier. Yep. Less stress on him. They're not annoying him. They just go to the pool or they're over there.
Happy.
Everyone's happy.
Happy wife, happy life.
Playing great golf. That's probably a key to it too for him.
Yeah,
that's what they say.
Yeah. This is a little bit different of a course too. It's past pollen fairways and greens, and so it's not normal. It's not a regular style, and there's golfers that play better on those greens and fairways. We'll tell you that in a little bit, but. And it's a Norman course. So, and it was built in 74. So it's not like it's a old a new course rather. It's not, it's an old school gem. So it's got 6 or 7 holes on water. It's got long par 5s. It's got 4 long par 5s. So it's a fun course. It's a real golfer's course. It's going to be a good time.
Now, when you say real golfer's course, like what makes it?
Like, because you have a little bit of everything. You have long distance. You have water in play. You have like an old school kind of style. You have a different style of fairway and greens. I don't know. It's like a golfer's game. You got to really go out and play fucking golf. There's no excuses. There's no.
It's a golfer's paradise out here.
Golfer's paradise, man. You got to get out there and play. It's right there.
And this is for the guys that golf.
Yeah. The weather too shouldn't be a problem too. We've been having a lot of weather issues with the last few tournaments as well too. So. You probably should have good weather here in Mexico. You're not going to worry about no 25-mile-an-hour winds or I don't think it should be any crazy rain.
That's what I'm saying. All you got to do is golf.
You feel like you're in Hawaii or something, you know? It's like the weather is good, you know, the sun's out.
You're right there, man. The course is there. It's unique. It's different. It's golf. You just get out there and have fun. It's a golfer's game.
Yeah.
Get out there.
Hey, that's golf. You know?
Let's golf.
Let's
DJ Khaled, I saw him golfing out in the rain.
Wow.
That's golf.
He was getting after. No excuses.
His video with him matching like Tiger's birdie on that hole or whatever. He was like, Tiger got a what on this hole? A birdie. Man, I got a birdie too.
Oh my God. Dude, I can only imagine golfing with that dude too, man. It's like
I wonder how many takes it takes him to get that take that he posts online.
Oh yeah.
Like it's got to be
editing all the videos.
Damn.
It could be one take and someone just really good with the editing.
That guy should just be like selling the clips to like black market sites on the side. To, like, just like
on Reddit.
Paid. Yeah, TMZ and like Reddit and whatever. Getting it all out there.
I don't comment. No comment.
Yeah, Brendan's smart. He's a big DJ Khaled fan. He doesn't want to interrupt.
Huge.
Big guy.
No, but you were talking about the real golfers and I
got some real golfers this week.
It's kind of a big boy course, you know. It's
Sherman sounds like he got some heat ready to fire out.
I hope he doesn't take one of my guys, but who we got?
Well, no, I was just going to extend an olive branch to you, Brendan. I was going to extend an olive branch, and I'm going to bring your boy Akshay back into the circle. I'm going to bring Akshay back into the circle. 3 top 20s on the year. He missed the cut, whatever, last at Waste Management, but I think he's not built for that energy at Waste Management. I think he's built for more comfortable energy, and he's played well here. So I think Brendan's going to be on to something with an Akshay prediction. I don't know if Brendan's tired of him already, but I think that's where I'll extend my olive branch to Brendan and say that he's going to play pretty well this week. I'll give him a top 20 honorable mention here.
Honorable, I like that. Yeah, because you want to play safe just in case.
Play it safe in case he doesn't play great. I'll give him a top 20. I'll give him a top 20 because he's played and given some top 20s this year. I'll give him that credit here. He's played well here. Maybe he does better. Maybe a top 10.
Hey,
who knows? But
I appreciate an olive branch, although I'm not a fan of olives. So I want to extend an olive branch back your way. Okay. That'll be 2 olives. We might.
I don't like olives either, so
we might get the 3 olives. Here's an olive branch, Sherman. Akshay, not sure he's playing this week.
He goes, not this week. No, Akshay's not in.
Oh, he's not.
Oh, he tried to bring his boy back, and he goes, well.
I thought I saw him on the roster. Oh God,
that was real. You saw.
I'm double checking right now.
Yeah, you better double check. Maybe he's not. Okay, I'm sorry, guys, if he's not.
You were just trying to do the right thing. You were just trying to do the right
thing. Guys, I guess Akshay's not even on the roster, so we can all ignore that one.
I can't find.
Chalk it up. Yep.
Oh my God.
So I
is
think,
he on
there? No, Brandon. I think Brendan is right. I don't see. Nope.
Even the Mexicans didn't want him over there.
The good news is, though, you played all right here last year, and that we know.
I'm thinking of Diaz, Ortiz, Vasquez. I'm gonna put some love on one of these Mexicans in their backyard, man.
There you go. There you go. Dude, I'm liking, because I think you do have to be a pretty long driver of the ball, but I think on tour, it's one of the longer courses in terms of like what your second shot into the green typically is. So you're hitting longer irons. So I'm looking at some of the longer hitters of the ball. I like Taylor Pendrith.
Pendrith, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like he's quietly been playing really well. He's had a couple missed cuts, but they've fallen between like top 15, top 10 finishes all around. So Sherm is just now coming to the realization. I see on his face.
Better late than never, right?
Akshay is not playing this week.
He just went through every name and he's like, there's no way.
We're gonna stow that clip away for a couple weeks from now when he's actually playing in the field, and we can just transplant it right back in.
I think that olive branch needs some water.
Guys, let me tell you who's not going to do good this week. Akshay. Akshay is not going to play well this week. And
he's playing pickleball.
Let me tell you why. Because he's playing pickleball in Dubai. That's why.
Dude, he's taking a week off.
He's not here. So I'm sorry. I thought he was playing. You'd think a guy that's made 3 cuts in the top 20 this year would be playing in this tournament that he's placed last year. And I don't know how it works, but I guess he wasn't invited or he didn't make the cut. I don't know.
Put the house on him not to make the cut. Put the house on it.
I guess.
Yeah, is a bet we can get behind.
Okay, then.
Book it.
That's it for me. I will say Cameron Champ. That is somebody I will say look out for.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Here's an olive branch, Sherm. You got that one right. He's playing this week.
Cam Champ. I'll take him.
I was a huge
hilarious.
Cam Champ fan. Like,
swap me out instead of Akshay
last
top
few
20.
years.
Cam Champ.
He's just gotta seal the deal, man. He's a solid ball striker, and he's got some of the fastest ball speed coming out there too. So Champ's got a chance. Akshay doesn't.
No.
Holy shit, man.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Hey, I like this dude. You brought him up last week, Patty. I don't know if you brought him up while we were recording or maybe even off the air, but I remember you bringing him up, and I said, "Oh, I like that guy." And unlike Akshay, he is playing this week. Højgaard. I like
Højgaard, yeah. Højgaard, yeah, I like him a lot, yeah. So
Another
I like
long hitter of the ball.
Yeah.
Good
and
putter.
He's a sleeper too. He's like one of those people, you get mixed up in all these like big top names, and he's just right there, always in the leaderboard in the top 10. He always keeps himself a chance to fight, especially on Sunday too. So
yeah,
I think that's another solid lock too. One of the top guys, another dude
for sure.
Yeah,
It'll be an interesting tournament. Who you got, Sherm? Let's get one. Get one.
Hey, if you want to hear my picks, I'm gonna hot streak it out right now. I think we're safe on this is my locks for the week for me. You can put in a parlay here Emiliano Grillo.
Love it.
Right there. You can put him in with a little Cam Champ, and you can put those two in with a Tony Finau and do a top 20 parlay. I think that's a lock.
I like the way that you did the last one though, because you did like someone for the top 5, top 10, top 20. You mixed it up.
Well,
and that's not easy, when it's hard to pick someone to land in the top 5. So when that bet you showed me, I was like, that's dope, man. Those are not
I
easy.
like stacking it like that because I think some guys are going to hit top 5, and then some guys might be top 10 guys, and you can't pick them all. So that's kind of my way to break it up.
You just got to always make room for the tie and always be, you have to think of like, man, like you could have 4 or 5 people tied for 4th, and that could just there could not be like a fit. It could go from 4 to like 8. It really
very good point.
Very good point. Yeah,
dead heat rules. And Petty explained that to me. Dead heat is it changes your odds drastically. So watch out for that in the betting apps. If you tie on your tops, be careful because it'll split your pot that you think is going to be really big down to nothing. So
yeah, pretty much.
Be careful on that. But that's
you just like getting your money back.
I'd say those guys. I would put those guys in a parlay together. I think they're going to play great. Cam Champ is going to play great on this, and the guys that I'm looking for, Nate Lashley, I think is going to play really well this week, and he's been playing well. And my sleeper / top 5 guy that I think is going to potentially win, Brandon Wu. Whoa. I think he's like my little grab your pillow, grab your blanket sleeper,
My sleeper would be Caitlin Tarrant, I think. Somebody who I think could get out there and get after it too is another person who I think it just really depends. Like everything, all the stars got to be aligned for him to get that run, but he's had a few good days here, there, and he can go on a run too.
Englishman,
Yep.
Well, if you're going to go English guys, Harry Hall is another one who's a great golfer, and he's been playing well, and he likes the paspalum greens, and he's been doing okay since joining the PGA Tour. So I'd look out for him too.
Yeah, man, and Grillo I like, man. Grillo and Stallings are 2 people I think I'll pick in the 3 balls too. Like once you said that, he's been playing great golf too, consistent too. And that's what I'm looking for. You're looking for consistent numbers, guys that have been out there. I'm not looking for guys that haven't made 3 out of the last 4 cuts.
You got to look at guys that have been playing well. That's playing like our last guy. But the last shout out I'll make and last name I'll say is our guy Doug Gim. He's been playing. He did that 3rd place finish. Or not 3rd place finish. Sorry, he's did a top 20 finish. So he's been playing well. He's been playing really good golf, and I think he's going to crush it too.
There's actually a lot of people playing this one too, man. This list is long.
Yeah,
we got some competition. A lot of names that you're not really used to as well too. For me, this is kind of and I've been kind of keeping an eye close to this. But like you said, you're going to be getting an influx of people from all over. After all these guys are leaving, so you just keep seeing new names, different names, and and then you
That's
get
what we
the
talked about.
international players too. They're from all over now.
Yeah.
And then Mexico now. I haven't seen as many Mexicans playing in a tournament in a long time. You got like 10 of these guys.
Well, I think they do that with most of these that are like in that area. Like when they do the Japanese tournament, they put the Japanese golfers in. They put, it's like whatever kind of nationality. If they do the Scottish tournament, a lot of Scottish golfers, English tournament, they'll do English golfers.
Still a large amount in the field.
Yeah. And that's great. That's they're being more inclusive to the game. That's what we want, Brendan, any last picks before we segue out? What's up? Oh, you muted yourself, didn't you?
Did.
There
yeah,
he is.
I was having some issues with
He farted.
I did. I farted. No, but speaking of farting, and again, I appreciate you learning me some knowledge there earlier about what a dead heat was, because up until then, I just thought it was what was happening to me earlier today when I had nothing left in my body, but I was still hitting the toilet. Yeah, but
hell.
No, I'd say one guy I would throw out there, because I like all the guys you mentioned. I like Doug M. I like Brandon Wu. Petty, you had good picks too. If you want to go a sleeper, a young dude, he's played a lot of golf, but he's a guy to look at for the next, umpteen years. Jake Knapp, I like him coming up. So he's been playing pretty well. He had a top 10 finish at the Farmers, I believe. He played again last week. Had
I actually see him right there with Ryan Fox in Rio, around that same odds.
Yep. I like him.
Yeah, sweet.
And Fox, I mean, he always is sneaky too on longer courses.
He's sneaky like a fox. He's sneaky.
He's very, very sneaky. No, but he's a long driver of the ball, so that's always a guy to look at, especially on these longer courses.
4 big par fives, so you kind of need that.
Yeah. And I missed my parlay last week by 1 too, so that hurt, man. I was sending that to you guys, missed out on a few. That 3 balls, man. I'd be so close, man. It hurts. All it takes is one guy, man.
One guy.
That's it. And it's always the last guy too. The first 6, and now you get the last one you gotta wait on. That was close.
Yeah. Who's your one guy?
For me, I'm telling you, Finau to place in the top 10. Put the house on it.
Put the house on
I'm gonna have to come to you guys for a loan if he ends up having a bad round.
Tony Finau, top 10. Put your house on it. In the words of Chef Petty, just chefed you a lock.
Lock it up.
Lock it up.
Hey.
Please bet responsibly. All.
If you're having troubles, call the number below.
Yeah, if you're having trouble, call the number below. 1-800 don't gamble or whatever the hotline is. But yeah, bet the house on Tony Finau. That's what we're saying.
Need that Sherman look, man. We're trying to get it like Sherman, man. We're trying to get up there. We're trying to get those big money wins.
I would agree. A top 10 Tony Finau is great here. We already agreed that he plays well in courses like this when he's like got a vacation set up. His family has something to do. He feels
great history.
Great history here. He won it. Defending champion, broke a record. You don't just set records and then play shitty somewhere. Like he's gonna hold it down. So I
think he'll hold it down for sure.
Yeah. As long as he doesn't start jumping around and breaking ankle.
Not been up standards recently.
But maybe a 5-star hotel vacation would, with some pampering, would make things a little easier.
Fluffing.
Yeah, a little fluffing. Little chocolate under the
Petty's
pillow.
Gonna be there. He's private chefing for him all weekend.
All weekend, man. I'm sitting there making ribeyes and lamb chops all weekend.
Done.
Which and I'll just toss this out there because I'll look like a nut job. Yes, I had my thing muted. I just want everyone to know I nailed, only for myself because I was muted, nailed quote from Little Giants about Chariot Hill and Roger. Okay.
Like nailed.
Nailed it.
Sweet.
Right. Boys, another week. Good Lives Golf. We're here. We'll see you next time, and we'll recap.
We'll send those winners. We'll send those winners, and we'll post them up.
Things are warming up, gentlemen.
It's getting warm. It's still cold.
Just don't bet on Akshay this week because he's not playing. That's a confirmation.
That is a bet you could make.
That's just word from the olive branch that we heard. We heard that through
the Olive Garden.
Yeah,
we went to the Olive Garden, and that's what happened.
Word around town.
All right.
He stepped out for personal reasons.
Yeah. Hey, we'll send this one to
He
Akshay,
had too much Olive Garden. He joined Tiger.